Coming to EOS, I thought that this would be staying up all night and sleeping through half of the day kind of trip, since EOS is the second most popular party island in Greece, right after Mykonos. But my stay in EOS turned out to be a very different experience to what I imagined before coming here. Different in a very, very positive way. Probably the most positive surprise of this summer in Greece. Good morning from the beautiful island of Paros. It is 10 a.m. right now and I am waiting for my ferry to EOS. The ferry ride is going to be only 1 hour, so not very long. I must say, Golden Star ferries are probably my favorite ferries. They're so modern. I think I'm gonna get myself some coffee and then go out on the deck if there is a deck here. I have some iced coffee. Thank you. I take back what I said about the Golden Star ferries. They're actually not my favorite company because they don't have a deck, but the ferry is very nice, to be honest, and the windows are very clean. I made it to EOS and I'm on my way to the place where I'm staying. It's actually a hostel, which will be the first hostel I will stay at on this trip. It was recommended to me last year when I was in Mykonos, so we'll see. Let me tell you a couple of quick facts about EOS before I almost get a heat stroke by attempting to climb in 30 Celsius degrees heat with a backpack. EOS is a relatively small island with only about 2,000 inhabitants. It's located only 30 minutes ferry ride from Santorini, which makes it very easy to access. The island is especially popular among younger crowds. As I said, EOS is known for its nightlife. The island is full of bars and clubs, but also just cool looking restaurants and cafes, you know, just more hip looking places catered to the younger crowds. So I need to climb up these stairs, and there was actually a transportation option to where I'm staying, but I chose not to do it because I was like, oh, I'd rather walk by myself and film on the way. Now I kind of regret it. You know what's the funny thing about Greek island? I'll tell you what the funny thing is. The funny thing is that even though all these islands are of course similar to each other, at the same time they're also a little different. Like every single island has its unique vibe, and as soon as you arrive to the port, like you can see that the island looks different from the other one. Look where Google Maps is showing me to go, this path, which I probably don't think is the best idea with my backpack, but again, the view is great. I think I'm just gonna go around because yeah, I'd rather not do that. I made it, and look at me, I'm like drained in sweat. Probably not the best idea to walk by myself, but hey. So I stayed at this place called Francesco's, which was again recommended to me by a friend in Mykonos last year, and it's a bit of an iconic EOS place really. It was open in the 80s. It definitely looks like a fun place to stay. Look at all these pictures. And it's located in Chora, so the main village of EOS, the capital village. So I made it to my room. Let me show you around. Pretty simple. I mean, it is a hostel. You do have option to stay here in a dorm room, but they also have private rooms, which is what I had. My room was only 28 euro per night, and it came with this view, which in Greece is absolutely incredible deal, and I definitely did not expect to have a view like that for 28 euro only. Just look at this. Oh my god, that's so nice. I can literally see the whole island from up here. So the plan for right now is going back to the port, back to where I just came from. I need to eat something because I haven't eaten yet today. I did have like 4 coffees, so I can definitely feel it. So I'm walking out of my room and I'm like, oh, cute cats, and then do you see this? It's a gigantic turtle. Oh my god. And it looks like the turtle is mates with the cats. I mean, they don't seem to care. Check out this sign. So this is something I think about every time I see pictures on Instagram of people standing and posing on top of these Greek churches. It's like, I don't know, it always seemed a little bit disrespectful to me. And also, beside the fact that it's a little bit disrespectful, it also damages the buildings. So I don't really get it when people think that, you know, it is the right thing to do. I made it to the port and it's very windy. This village feels so quiet. There's almost nobody around. I mean, okay, there are a couple of people, but not too many, especially comparing to Kubicka and Paros, where I just came from. And I don't really know what it is, but for some reason, it really feels nice. Like, I have a good feeling about this island. I think coming to ES, I imagine it to have similar vibe to Mykonos, meaning busy and very touristy and commercial, but ES didn't feel like that at all. It was surprisingly calm and quiet, and it actually felt quite authentic. And even though you do see signs of party life here and there, it seems like the party life is still kept under control. At least that was my impression. I hope it is. And it doesn't really interfere with day life on the island. Thanks. Thank you. So I finally sat down at this restaurant and I'm about to have some food. First meal of the day, finally. Obviously got some tzatziki, bread and shrimps, grilled shrimps. I'm excited. I haven't had shrimps yet on this trip. Good fresh shrimp. Something else that I wanted to say is that I've noticed that I do see people hanging out by themselves here. In Milos, where I spent majority of the time on this trip, I really have not seen people just walking around by themselves. Usually you see groups of people like families or couples, but here you can really tell that there are solo travelers. So if you're considering traveling Greece solo, this really might be a good place to come. I really don't know what it is, but I already like this island. It's this funny thing. Sometimes you travel to some places and you just don't connect, and then other times you come somewhere and immediately you like it. And you can't even explain why. Like, I can't really explain to you why I have a really good feeling about this place, but I do. My favorite thing to do when I travel somewhere new that I really like is to just go for a long walk and just observe and listen to music and take my time to just soak up the atmosphere. I want to say a quick thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Soundcore by Anchor. Soundcore just came out with new headphones, Space Q45 headphones, which are really good for traveling for two reasons. One is that they're noise cancelling headphones and they can reduce noise up to 98%, which obviously makes a huge difference, especially when you are in noisy spaces like planes or ferries. When you're sitting up on the deck close to the engine, it can be really noisy, so having noise cancelling headphones helps out a lot. And number two is that they have really long battery life. They're wireless headphones and they can actually last up to 50 hours, which obviously can be a game changer when you're traveling and you have whole lots of devices to charge. I travel with a camera and a computer and a phone, and there's always so much to charge. So having one less thing that you need to take care of is always a good thing. So if you are interested to check out Soundcore's new headphones, all information will be down in video's description. So it is the next day, and today I'm gonna go to the most popular beach on the island, Milopotas Beach. It's supposed to be the most beautiful beach on ES, so I'm excited to see it. I started the day with breakfast at EOS Bakery, and if you come to ES, you have to go there. I already had some stuff from there yesterday, and it was so good that I knew I had to come back for breakfast. I got the usual cheese pie and this little spinach pie, and just the dough, the pastry, it was so buttery and so good. Like, probably, I don't know if it's not like the best bakery I've ever been to in Greece. Even better than the one in Nausa, which was already very, very good. So Milopotas Beach is about 2 kilometers from where I'm staying, so I was planning to walk because I kind of like to walk everywhere because I'm insane like that, and I enjoy walking. I don't really mind. But then I walked past the bus station, and it turned out that there will be a bus coming in 15 minutes, so I thought, why not? The bus ticket was only $160. Correction, this might not be the most beautiful beach on the island. I just did a little bit more research, and there's actually this other beach called Mangarikia, which is about a little bit more than 10 kilometers from here. It's like on the other side of the island, so unfortunately I don't have time to do this. But anyways, I would also not necessarily call this place ugly. And the first stop is gonna be Karma, which is apparently this nice cafe where I'm gonna get myself some iced coffee because I need more coffee. So I actually wanted to take away, but look how cool this place is. And they have hammocks, so that's what I'm gonna do. Can you see this? A freaking sunbed is €3. Okay, with a pillow so it's technically 6. But still, can you believe that I was excited when I paid €30 for a sunbed in MYKONOS at Scorpios? So one of the best beach clubs probably like in the whole entire world, not only in MYKONOS, but still, like, that is such a huge price difference. And I paid €30 only because I was there like 3 days before they're closing for the year, before the end of season, so end of September. Normally it's like 120 or 130. And also, by the way, look what a great purchase I just made. I bought myself a new sarong because this one is probably my most used piece of clothing. Like, I wear it all the time because I can wear it as a skirt and then I can lie on it at the beach. So it's just so practical on vacation. So I knew I wanted another one, and when I saw this purple one, I was like, yes. I'm literally having the most freaking relaxing day since I got to Greece. This is the first day where I'm doing like a full beach day. Because of filming, ever since I got to Greece, I've been trying to squeeze as many activities as possible every single day, just to show you as much as I can in my vlogs and make them as interesting as possible. But today I decided to sort of give myself a break from vlogging, and I just spent like a couple of hours just lying on that freaking sun chair, swimming and reading. I finally read today. I haven't read a book for months, which is kind of embarrassing to admit, or embarrassing. You don't necessarily have to like to read, but I do like to read, and I want to read, and it's one of the things that I keep telling myself that I'm not doing enough of it. And you know what I realized today? That the problem with reading is not necessarily reading, but having a bad book that is difficult to get through. I rushed so much on the way back here from the beach to make it for the sunset up on my beautiful roof. I don't know if you can hear it, but people are cheering for the sun. I always think it's so cute when people do it. As it often is with labels, both for people and places, they can be quite misleading, and I think this is exactly the case with EOS. Yes, I could definitely tell that this is a party place. There are a lot of young people here, and there are a lot of places here where you can party, so you can feel the party spirit in the air, but at the same time it's not one of these places where the people who party bother people who don't. After spending just a couple of days here, I think that EOS is so much more than just a party island. I mean, this place is absolutely beautiful, and it's actually very calm during the day. And to be honest, I don't think that the party scene here is more intense than, for example, in MYKONOS. To be honest, I think it's way more intense in MYKONOS, meaning there are just more people who come there to party, and there are way more, you know, bars, clubs, just places in general playing loud music. My advice to whoever is considering visiting EOS is come and see it for yourself, because this island really has so much more to offer than just the party scene.